Hello, everybody. Welcome to another class. All right. What we're going to be doing today is we're going to be continuing on where we read on VOA News, and then what we do is we talk about the article. What we're going to do is concentrate on reading, but we're also going to concentrate on your vocabulary as we go along. Okay. So feel free to join me as we read about some news. Okay. All right. Very good. Okay. Okay. Yep. And Guillermo, yes, you'll be able to join soon enough. And also, too, we have a new function there. Let me show you something here. Pull up one link. Yep, and you should be able to come in just a minute. So yeah, we have a new function here where it's Verbling Premium. And Guillermo, you have to wait. But if you join the premium, then you can just, boom, jump right into class anytime at all. Okay? All right? So no problem with that. Okay? Let's continue along here. Okay.
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
Oh, fine, thanks. Pleased to meet
Good,
you,
good, good.
Brett.
Brett, yeah,
Correct?
and yes, and pardon me, I'm going to try to pronounce your name properly first without you saying anything, okay? And just 1 second, okay? Um, Hulamero? Hularamo? Ay, gosh, I suck. I'm
It's
so terrible.
it's Spanish.
Yeah, no,
It's
yo hablo poquito español porque en Costa Rica 3 meses. But nombres, ay, very, very bad.
um
I can't always
I
understand.
keep listening to the same sound. It
Oh,
looks like
yeah,
there's a loop.
yeah, let me tell you what's happening. Check to make sure that you don't have two Verbling windows open. You might have a second Verbling window
Exactly,
open.
exactly. That was a problem. Thank you
Yep.
very much.
Yeah, no problem, no problem. It drives you crazy though. You're like, what's going on?
Yeah, what's going on?
So
Yeah.
how do I pronounce your name?
Guillermo, like
Guillermo.
Guillermo. That's correct.
Guillermo. And where are you from, Guillermo?
I live in Madrid. Actually, I was born in a little town here in Spain, which is close to Madrid, like 100 kilometers
Hmm.
from here. But I've been living here for almost a decade now
Okay, good,
in
good,
Madrid.
good.
Mhm.
Good, very nice, very nice. And I always
Ah,
hear good things about Madrid. Very easy to get around, lots of good public transportation, lots of great places to eat. Very
uh-huh.
nice city.
Yeah, it's a
So,
nice city to live, I think.
yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never.
Where are you from?
I'm from the United States. I'm from the Midwest. Then I lived in California is the last place I lived, and for about 10
Ah,
years now, I've lived outside of the U.S. I've mainly lived in Asia.
oh,
Okay,
okay.
so yep,
Hmm.
over there. So, but a little bit everywhere. I haven't made it to Spain. I've been to France a few
Hmm.
times. I used to go to Cannes for a convention. I've been to Germany. Let's see, Germany, Finland, England. Let's see, where else? What am I missing here? Is that it? I guess that is my only
Well, you've
language in Europe.
you've
Oh, the
moved a lot.
Netherlands. Yeah, I'm sorry, the
Uh-huh.
Netherlands. What am I thinking of?
Uh-huh.
How did I forget that? I used to work with Philips, so I used to go there.
Okay.
You know, I really like
Uh-huh.
that. So, in 1 second, let me say hi to
Hmm.
Hamdy. Just so, hello, Hamdy.
Hi, how are you?
Good, good. How are you doing, Hamdy?
Hi, I am fine. Thank you,
Good.
Mr.
Well,
Bear.
welcome, welcome. Have you been on Verbling before, Hamdy? Is this your first time?
No, it's the second time I have a class with you. I had a class with you in grammar.
I am so
Uh,
sorry, and I forgot you. Look at me, dumb me. I'm sorry, Hamdy.
no,
Sometimes
don't
I
worry.
just no,
That's
no, but I
alright.
mean, yeah, I try to remember everybody, and also too, as you can tell already, I have a bad thing with
I'm
names. So,
no, my name is Hamdi. I am from Palestine. Do you know Palestine?
oh yes, yes,
Hmm.
yes, yes, very very much
Palestine.
so. Yep,
Uh,
yep.
I'm from Palestine. I'm
hmm
glad. I'm glad. Very glad to be with you, Mr. Bear.
Yep. Well, good, good. I'm glad you're here as well. And yeah,
Thank
another place I want to get over to. I want to get over towards that area as well. I haven't been over in that area. Hopefully someday everybody can come to peace. But what a tough area to live in. So, but good, good, good. So, Hamdi, are you taking English classes right now at school or anything, or are you just taking it online? How are you learning your English? You
you.
know.
I'm graduated from the university. I studied English commerce. Do you hear me, Mr. Bear?
Yeah, 1 second. So, I already forgot how to pronounce it. Can you tell me again? Julio,
Guillermo.
Guillermo.
Guillermo. That's correct.
Guillermo. Okay, I gotta pronounce it.
Uh-huh.
So
That's the Spanish for
Guillermo.
William, by the way.
Okay, okay. So Guillermo, just be careful when
That's
you're
correct.
moving around a little bit because it gets a little bit noisy, but that's okay. All right. And you can
Sorry.
always press the mute. No, no, no problem. I know you didn't mean anything. It's okay. I can't tell you how many times each day I explain that, so don't worry. You're not alone.
It's
So,
the first time I try burbling, so
mhm.
I'm new to this. So just feel free to tell me anything that I must do to keep the class going on
Yeah,
smoothly.
yeah, no problem. And right now, what's going on? Just to let you all know, usually it's like fireworks, boom, 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 boom. A bunch of
Oh,
people
okay.
jump in, but there's also
Sorry
another
about that.
class going on. No, no, no. There's another class going on, and that one sits in front of mine. For some reason.
Hmm.
I'm the worst looking teacher, so they always put everybody else in front. Like just hide that guy in the back,
not
okay? So,
not the most handsome student either.
yeah, so hey, come bien, right? So the
That's
same, I
okay.
guess. So good, good, good. So Hamdi, please
Yeah.
repeat that last part. What were you saying, Hamdi?
Okay. I'm graduated from the university. I studied English commerce,
hmm
accounting. So I improve my English skills by websites such as usalearns.org, and
Okay.
I take some courses. I enjoy very much with Verbling.
hmm
Sometimes I watch some videos by Eng Video. It's very useful.
Okay. Well,
Uh,
good.
I uh, I take TOEFL exam, but I
Okay.
need to improve my speaking, my English more and more.
Okay.
So I'm happy with you.
Yep. Well, good. 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 Yeah. And also too, there's a grammar class right before this one that I give, and it's painful. It's painful, but it's the most common mistakes that people make in grammar. So you should really, if you can get a chance to watch that class or take it, it'd be good. Okay. We have one more
Okay,
person.
thank you.
Sofiani. Hello, Sofiani.
Hello, how are you?
Hi. Hey, Sofiani. Welcome back.
Thank you. My name is Sofyan and I'm from Algeria.
Good. Good,
Yeah.
Sofian. Weren't you in one of my classes before, Sofian?
No, it's my first time.
Ay, ay, ay.
You know,
Okay. It's like some people I don't remember. Other people are, I'm creating them out of thin air. I don't know what's going on. You know, no, I swear all I'm doing, I'm just drinking water. This is water in here, okay? Nothing else, you know? It's like, shoot. I don't even know what's going on. So anyway, well, welcome. Welcome. Is this your first time
Thank
on
you.
Verbling?
Yes, it's my first time, and I think it's very good website to learn
Mm-hmm.
English.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep. I know it's really
Mhm.
good. And also, too, there's another function of Verbling. So don't forget that you can go not only watch classes and so forth, but you can also do
Mhm.
language exchanges. Okay?
Ah,
So,
yeah.
yeah, so people that,
Uh,
and it's really cool. It's not like being on Skype. So on Skype, there's no timer. Okay? This has a
yes.
timer. So you're talking, boom, okay, next language, and you keep going back and forth. So it's really cool. It's really
Yeah.
cool. You know, I mean,
Yeah.
I've seen different teaching platforms and everything, and this is cool because it's really nice the way they're putting things together. I'm not just saying it because I'm here, guys. Okay, all right. You know, I mean, there's so many places to teach ESL. I mean, it's just the way it is. There's so many people wanting to learn, but the reason I'm saying it
Mhm.
is because what these guys have done is they've made a really cool platform at that level, but then the extended type of learning that you can do is just really, it's really cool, really nice, especially those of you that
Yeah.
want to speak more than one language. Okay, so hey
Yeah.
guys, not that I don't like the niceties, you know, of talking to you and everything, but let's go ahead and start to get class started. What we do like to do when we start class is we like to go ahead and have everybody introduce themselves, your name, where you're from, and then something about you, you know, like your name, where you're from, and let's see, what is your favorite day of the week? So, what's your favorite day of the week? All right. So,
Oh.
we'll go ahead. Guillermo.
That's correct. That's correct.
Okay, go
Getting
ahead.
better at
Go
it.
ahead. Let us know those three.
So, well, let me introduce myself. My name is Guillermo Ramos. I must say that in Spain we use two surnames, our father's last name and our mother's last name. So, my complete name is Guillermo Ramos Álvarez. Okay. That's quite long, I know. And I live in Madrid. I was born in Avila. I'm 33 years old now. I'm a computer
Hmm.
scientist, but I work in finance risk management. You know, banking and credit risk models and that kind of stuff.
Yep.
And yeah, I'm trying this platform because I think I need to keep practicing my English in order to avoid losing my skills
Okay.
in speaking. So that's why I'm trying verbally. It's the first time I joined.
Good, good. So now, are you writing algorithms in order to work with the risk management to figure out certain things for that, or what are you doing in terms of the merging of well, actually, the application of computer science?
Yeah,
What are you doing?
many different tasks, mainly driven by the constantly changing regulations.
Hmm.
And but yeah, I write algorithms and that try to model the behavior in terms of the probability of not paying a debt and the severity as well, because it's not the same just to be able to know how or what's the probability you're not paying, but how big that debt is going to be in the future. So that kind of stuff. It's mathematics and information systems to get that information to every part of the bank where it's needed, and yeah, that kind of stuff.
Okay, good, good, good. Yeah, I was telling you about Europe and so forth. So I used to work. So I wasn't always a teacher. Nothing wrong with people that were always teachers. But my
Ah,
previous life, I used to work on manufacturing software, something called an
uh-huh.
MES, a manufacturing execution system. And I used to
Hmm.
work on. Well, anyway, I started out just basically doing a lot of stuff. So I can feel your pain. You know, we would get to the point where we had PLCs, programmable programmable logic controllers that are hooked up to machines and stuff that are running, and then you have people that are entering information, and then all of it merges together and just yeah. It was fun stuff. Fun stuff.
So much better to be a teacher. I guess you sleep better now.
Yeah, well, actually, I got from that, then started doing some other stuff with operations, ended up being a director for a couple of companies. But yeah, being teacher is a pretty cool job. So, but anyway, let me get on. But nice to meet you. Very nice to meet you.
Mm-hmm. Nice to meet you too.
Hamdy. Okay, Hamdy.
Yeah. My name is Hamdi Sulman Al-Sayed. I am from Gaza. I born in Abu Dhabi, the capital of United Arab Emirates.
Mm-hmm.
I studied English commerce. I am accountant. At these days, I am working as a cashier in the restaurant. I want to improve my English language to be ready to join master degree in accounting. My favorite day is Friday because it's my weekend.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, good. Very nice, Hamdy. Very nice, Hamdy, and good luck. You know, you got a lot going on. You have a lot going on there, so keep on working.
Yes.
Yep. Sofian, is that
Yes,
right?
yes, it's correct. My name is Sofian. I'm from Algeria. I live in city named Blida. It's very small city. Well, there is mountain here. We have snow in this mountain in Africa. And I'm a student. I'm a student in master degree. I study accounting or audit of account. I will finish this year, so I'm preparing, and yes, my favorite day in the week is, I think it's Saturday. I like Saturday, yes.
You like Saturday? Okay, good. Wow.
Yeah.
3 people involved in financial industries all in a row. Okay, so good. It's like a trend. Okay,
Yeah,
and
it's
yeah. Well, I feel left out. You know, maybe I should go
financial
grab
crazy.
money. You know, so okay, so good, guys. Hello, I'm sorry, I can't read. Is it Michael? I'm trying to remember your name. In Russian, you have a Russian name.
Yeah, my name is Sergey. Sergey.
Okay.
Sergey. Yeah.
Sergey.
I am.
Go ahead.
I am from Moscow, from Russia, and I am musician. I play viola. It's more biggest than violin. Yeah, and I play in youth orchestra. Vladimir Spivakov. It's a famous director of orchestra in Russia, and it's my first time to have part in Verbling. I'm very glad to see you. And my favorite day in the week is Tuesday because it's my it's
like your day off? Is your day off?
Yeah, it's a day off. Yeah.
Because
and I can learn English. I can listen music. What I like. And to speak with you.
Well, good. Wow, how interesting. You know, we get people from all around the world, but you know, you look at the 3 folks first, all involved in some sort of, you know, process type thing, okay, which is nothing wrong with that. I mean, I worked in a process type thing for a long time, and this English is kind of like a process as well. And then we get somebody who has the different side of the brain that's working. You know, their artistic side. Very nice, very good. Well, good. Well, welcome to Verbling. I'm glad you're here. And by the way, can you do me just one favor? Everything's fine, okay? But on your name, when you have your name below, can you write that in English sometime? Just because as teachers, it'll be easier for us.
Okay.
Just a minor thing, and even if it's written in English, we still have problems. Okay, especially if let's see, where is it? I have it written down here. Guillermo. Guillermo. Okay, so hey guys, what we're gonna do is we're gonna talk. This class is just a reading class, and it's really started slow, but that's okay. It's okay. It's all right. I'm not gonna die over that. There's a website that I'm sharing right now. We don't have to use this, okay? If there's an article that you would like to read on another website, okay, anything that's like current news that you'd like to read and talk about, I can explain the vocabulary and everything else. What I've shared right now is VOA News, Voice of America. It's not necessarily everything that's going on in the U.S., but a lot of it is. There's different stories in here. We read this one last time. There's a lot of snow going on. Barack Obama becomes the next president. Earwax removal. Another website that I like that I should have just pulled up. .news. Okay, and I think is it bbc.uk. Let me see if this comes up. I think the UK one. So there's also some news here. I don't know why I didn't just pull this up in the first place. Okay, let me just pull this up. So again, folks, is there something that's going on in the world that you would like to talk about? You know, like maybe North Korea confirming that they've done the tests. Not to get on religion, okay, because I don't want to offend anybody, all right? But you know, we do have the Pope. It's the first time that I think he's gone down in 6 centuries where he's actually, left himself. Let's see, UK government to hold horse meat summit. Do you guys want to talk about this one? Do you guys know about this?
Sounds interesting.
Yeah, okay. So this one's great, okay? So what happened was this company in the UK was providing hamburger meat that wasn't hamburger meat, it was horse meat. And Burger King was one of the ones that they were providing it to. It's just so sad. It really is. I mean, this world's a beautiful place, don't get me wrong. There's lots of beautiful people and lots of great things. But, the worst thing in the world, at least to me, is just how we're getting so consumed with capitalism to a point to where it's horrible. I love capitalism, but not when it's killing us like this. And hello, Frankie. Frankie, welcome.
Hi there.
Hey, you're back. Good,
Yeah,
my guy that loves Toronto. Okay, so good. Okay, so good. So we're gonna start reading. We all know you by now, Frankie. We all can read your mind. Okay.
All right.
Okay. So in case you're wondering, okay. So Guillermo, since you're new, and this is right in front of you, I provided the link because sometimes when people have internet access, it's a little slow. I don't know your speed of your internet access. It goes a little bit slower. Sometimes it gets blurry. But if you can read the screen in front of you, you can work on that as well. Either one. Okay.
Yeah, I was able to open the link.
Okay, and then just start reading, and I'll ask you to stop at a certain point. And folks, we'll talk about some of the vocabulary. So if some of the vocabulary is confusing, we'll talk about it, okay? Again, you're here to learn, okay? If I was giving you something that wasn't confusing, then there wouldn't be any point in learning. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So horse meat scandal. Minister to hold new food summit.
Mm-hmm.
Is it summit or summit?
Summit, and I'm not going to work so much on pronunciation.
Okay.
Because right now I'm just more concerned about content, just to let you know. But if you do want to stop and ask me how to say something, no problem. Okay?
Okay. So, Environment Secretary Owen Patterson is due to meet food industry representatives for the second time in a week to discuss the horse meat crisis. Mr. Patterson told the Commons on Monday that it appeared criminal activity had been at the heart of this scandal. MPs will discuss the issue later, after Labour held a debate on Tuesday afternoon. It comes after the meat in some Tesco everyday value spaghetti bolognese withdrawn from sale last week was found to contain 60% horse meat. Horse meat has been detected in several branded and supermarket-owned processed meat products.
Okay, good. Good. Let's stop right there. Very good. So, okay, so some of this, all right. So scandal, okay. So scandal. This is here. Ooh, let me slide up here. So scandal. So this is when there's something that is, you know, illegal, usually typically in a scandal. Also, a scandal can involve something like when the U.S., when we had President Bill Clinton, when he had sexual relations with an intern. Okay, those are different things that are scandal. This is a scandal, folks. Okay, because there's something that went on that should not go on, and they tried to hide it. We all know that horse meat is not supposed to be in hamburgers. I myself have lived in Asia for years, and actually high quality raw horse meat in Japan is a delicacy and delicious, okay? But this is much different. This is just much different. In Russia, do you also like to eat horse meat? Like very good.
No.
Oh, okay,
No.
I'm sorry.
We
I thought you
we
were
eating cat meat and dog's meat.
Okay. Well, I was in China, so we ate that as well. So, but it's very expensive, much different than this. Okay. So let's look at it. And by the way, if there's vocabulary that you want to talk about, let me know. In here, when it has labor, okay. So labor is a party. Okay. In the UK, there's two different parties. I don't know them that well. Okay, but that's one of the parties. And then Tesco, okay, so Tesco is this company that's providing this. So not only with this spaghetti bolognese, 60% horse meat. Oh my gosh, guys. It's not like it's like 5 or 10%, you know? 60%. You know how many people had to understand that this was going on? Yay. Anyway, okay. So any words in here that you all would like to talk about? Okay, let me help you with one. So branded. So branded for those of you in the business world. Okay, so what that means. So branded. Sometimes they'll take a product like this. So this Tesco Everyday Value spaghetti, and then they'll brand it another one. Okay, like maybe Johnny's Everyday Value Bolognese. So branded. That's just when you put a new label on things like that. Okay. All right. Supermarket owned. Okay. Wow. Yes. Go ahead.
Debate.
What's that? Say again.
Debate.
Oh, detected or debated? Debate.
Labor called a debate on Tuesday afternoon.
Yes. Okay. Very good. Okay. And in this one, called a debate. So debate can be a verb. We're going to debate the issue, meaning talk back and forth about it. It can also be a noun, because in this is the actual time when people are debating something. So a debate. And in a debate, what they wanted to do is they wanted to bring people together to talk about this issue. And when they're talking about this issue in the debate, they're saying, well, how did this happen? Well, this happened because of this. No, I don't think it happened because of this. It happened because of this. So it's an argument back and forth. Okay? All right? So good. And just remember, folks, words can take different forms. Sometimes it can be a noun, other times a verb. You have adjectives and adverbs that switch in with each other, different things like that. Okay? So good. And anyone else? Anything else? Okay, so good. Hamdi, you're next, okay?
Yes.
Okay.
Both are testing. The summit will be the Environment Secretary's second meeting with the Food Standards Agency, FSA, the abbreviation, supermarkets and distributors in the matter of days. On Saturday, Mr. Patterson held an emergency meeting to try to discover how products labeled as beef and sold in the supermarkets in fact contained up to 100% horse meat. Retailers have agreed to carry out together testing of beef products, and Mr. Patterson warned that more bad news could come when the results are revealed on Friday. The minister said that there were plans to test all processed beef in the UK.
Okay,
Mr.
good.
Patterson.
Good, good. Let's stop right there. So, and by the way, folks, I hope you don't mind, but I do mute you just when you're not speaking. There's the red microphone above the verbling, just because sometimes we move around or we cough. And it's just so we can hear the other person talking. Nothing bad. So, wow. I didn't read enough about this. 100% horse meat. Oh my gosh, what is wrong with this world?
Yeah,
You
that's
know?
crazy.
Yeah, I mean, can you guys believe this? I mean, this is in the UK. It's not. I mean, folks, there's unfortunately, like in Asia, please, I'm not being racist, nothing at all. I just have lived here for a long time. There's some very crazy stuff that happens here. There's something called like twice dead meat, okay? And they sometimes send it from the richer countries to the poorer countries. And what it is, an animal dies, okay, all right, and then they take the meat, they process it, send it overseas, okay. So that's pretty bad. But in a country like the UK, one of the greatest nations in the world, and then you have 100% horse meat, okay, 100% horse meat that's in here. That's crazy. And any comments on this? I mean, are you guys shocked?
Yeah.
I find it interesting, apart from the scandal, that I would say that horse meat is more expensive, or everything else being equal, than cow meat, just because of the economics of the sales of cow meat. I mean, it's got to be cheaper to grow a cow than to grow a single horse, I think.
Mm-hmm. Okay, but do you think though that maybe it's like a scenario where instead of sending a horse to a glue factory, okay, right? So you know how glue, you make glue out of horses. I don't know if you knew this or not. So
No,
glue.
No.
I had no idea.
Yeah. So glue and horses. Yep. So actually, what you do that's how you make glue. Okay, animal glue. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So maybe there's a higher profit as selling it as meat. Okay.
That could be true.
So, and I don't know. I'm sorry. It says maybe. Yeah. So back in the old days, I don't know if it's still made out of glue, but anyway. But yeah. So maybe these are just horses. Maybe it's like this twice dead meat, or something close to it, where you have these horses for whatever reason they're old, or maybe they're a racehorse that broke its leg. But yeah, I understand. Very very good point though. It's more expensive than the regular cattle meat. Mm-hmm. Yep. Anyone else?
Cattle meat.
Oh yeah, cattle.
Okay.
Yeah, cattle is another term. So cattle, that's what we use. That's what we say in the U.S. So you have cattle. Those are the ones that we use for beef.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And then when we have dairy cows, okay, so dairy cow, okay. So a dairy cow, I don't know what exactly they do when they're dead, but a dairy cow, we breed these only for their milk. Okay, so the cattle, those are the ones that we take to the slaughterhouse for beef that we eat our steaks, and then dairy cows, I don't think they ever take those, and I think they just use them, grind them up for whatever, feed other animals or whatever sick stuff. But anyway, okay, so let's see. Anything else on this, guys? Did you have opinion? I'm just gonna call you my Russian friend. What was your name? Sergey? Sergey?
Yes, Sergo.
Sergo. Okay.
I'll change my name.
Oh yeah,
next time.
no problem. It's just it's my lack of Anyway, I just don't remember things as much as I used to. I'm more of a person that can just have a anyway. But Sergio, okay, so Sergio. So were you gonna say something else in this, Sergio?
It's very interesting where where they take so much of horses, and are so many glue factories in country.
Yeah, but I don't know if it's so much that glue. That's always been what we've known, is that horses are made, pardon me, that glue is made out of horses. It might be made out of something different. So pardon me, I don't want to lead you towards that, but that's just what we've known, as growing up as a kid. But I don't know if I don't think there's a relationship between it. And what we're trying to draw here and figure out, okay, is just like, why would this happen when it's probably more expensive, So
Yeah.
like, how can this happen when the horse meat is probably more expensive? Like Guillermo says, right? It's more expensive meat. Frankie, did you have an opinion on this?
Yes, I also think the most shocking thing is that in the UK they don't eat horse meat. So this is kind of really crazy because they don't eat horse meat. So
Mm-hmm.
maybe it's more a scandal for them, not for us, because here in Italy we eat horse meat, but for them this is a really great scandal. It's a different point of view, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yep. For them, it's not as common. And again, like in Japan, and I loved it. And when I was in China, I used to love to eat it. It's so delicious, regular raw horse meat. So yeah,
Yeah.
so I think for them, they'll freak out. In the U.S., same thing. People in the U.S. freak out over stuff like this all the time, instead of just understanding they're just animals. As long as they're processed properly, what's the difference? You know. Okay.
Bret,
Go
I
ahead.
have a question. Can I ask a question?
Yeah, go ahead. Mm-hmm.
When in the text, when it says the minister said there were plans to test all processed beef in the UK, what do they mean with processed?
Mm-hmm. Yes, very good question. Okay, so processed is when it goes through a slaughterhouse that
Uh-huh.
lives up to these standards. Okay, so what happens is you have a slaughterhouse where they take the cattle in, they come in as raw cattle, and then they are processed into steaks, ground up hamburger meat, and so forth.
Mhm.
So that's the process. So processed meat, processed food. It's when you take the raw, okay, something raw, and then you go through and then you package it and so forth, cut it up. And then what happens is in the United States, we have the FDA, the Food and Drug Administration, and here,
Oh
like you see
yeah.
on the screen, we have the Food Standards Agency is probably the one that governs or makes the rules and regulations for these processing centers. Okay? Yep, so that's what processing is. Okay? So good. So processed beef is the end result. Okay, so, Hamdi, did you have any questions?
I think it's a very big scandal.
Mm-hmm.
So, where is the monitoring office or controlling office to watch this big scandal and how to control it very well? Because
Yep,
I think it make very diseases.
yep.
Uh,
So, mm-hmm.
our horse meat,
Yep.
disgusting thing.
Yeah, and again, so you know what? Frankie has a very good point, okay? And to me, okay, I'm not as appalled by it. I'm not as disgusted by it, as far as the fact that there's horse meat being eaten. What I'm appalled
Yeah.
by is the fact that they hid it, that this was hidden, and that obviously, and so think about this. And I don't mean to talk so much about it, but think about this, okay? So this is a processing center that's controlled by the government in some ways, and if they're able to allow horse meat to get through, who knows
Yeah.
what else has been getting through, right? Oh,
Crazy.
yeah. What's crazy too is there's other human beings like you and I that are working there that are allowing this to happen. That's the sick thing too. That
Yeah.
you'd allow that for your fellow man. Anyway, but yep, good, Hamdy, good point. Hello, Louisa.
Hi, Bret.
Hey, didn't you miss the tongue twisters? I think you missed the tongue twisters the other day. We're waiting
Yeah,
for you. Yeah, it's like tongue twister
sorry.
central. No, it's okay. And I'm sorry, Louisa. We're actually talking about horse meat, so it's not the greatest of topics. But you're more than
Um,
welcome to join on in. Okay. And let's see. Oh, and actually, yeah, you're the next in line to read because of how you
uh,
jumped in here. So good. So, oh yeah. I'm sorry. Let me go back here. Yep. Okay, so we're reading right now. I'll give you the link. Okay, and then we're reading right here. Is that big enough to be able to see?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
So if you can start with Mr. Patterson, please.
Okay. One paragraph.
Just read all the way what's on the screen, and then we'll talk about that.
Okay. Mr. Patterson told MPS testing should take place every 3 months, and the FSA should be notified of the results. The Environment Security is also expected to brief the cabinet on the crisis later. Labour will urge
Urge. Urge.
urge the government to speed up testing in order to restore consumer confidence when MPs debate the issue in the Commons later. Meanwhile, two Northern Ireland Assembly communities are holding a special meeting later on Tuesday to debate the issue of contaminated meat.
Yep, contaminated meat. Good, good. And folks, so what happens too, I'm not sure about in other languages, but in English, if we give you like the FSA, like the Food and Safety Authority or whatever it is, once we give that to you in an article, then we'll churn it into its acronym form, okay? As long as we give you that acronym. So you can see earlier, you had the FSA, and you see how we did that? How it then has the acronym next to it, okay? All right. Yeah, and I don't see where the MPs, yeah, they didn't give us what MPs are. Okay. So, okay. All right, and let's get back here. Wait, so, okay. So any other new words in here? Okay. So we talk about labor. So again, Labor, that's one of the parties, okay? And in the Commons, I think that's their system here, okay?
Okay. The House of Commons.
Yeah, so the House of Commons, that's just here. Let's go and get this. By the way, there's a little bit of echo coming from somebody. So I think this is just the ruling party in London. Yeah, so this is the ruling party in London.
Yes.
This is the House of Commons. Do you know about that, Frankie? Is that you?
A little.
Okay.
I studied it.
Yeah, so that's the House of Commons. Okay. Let's get here. Sorry, folks. I need to just slide this. Okay. All right. So good job, Louisa. And Sofian? Go ahead, Sofian.
Yes.
Can you read the next
Yes.
one here?
Okay. A consignment of meat at Newry firm Freeza Meats was last week found to contain about 80% horse meat. The horse meat scandal was sparked last month when Irish food inspectors announced they had found horse meat in some burgers stocked by a number of UK supermarket chains. The crisis has spread all over Europe as details of the
Convoluted.
convoluted supply chain in the meat industry emerge.
Yes. So okay, so convoluted, this is an important word to understand. So with convoluted, what this can mean is, so convoluted can just be that it's, complex, hard to deal with, okay, things like that. But convoluted is usually in a negative sense. And in here, convoluted supply chain. So this is that processing part, okay, not only the processing, but the distribution when you have this. And yes, Louise, I'm sorry, I just saw that. So urge is almost like to ask for, like to beg almost, okay? Like my mom urged me to come back to the United States, okay?
Yeah, okay.
All right. She urged me to do this, okay? They urged me to eat my horse meat, okay?
Insist.
Clean my plate. Insist is a little different. So insist is when you have to do this, okay? That's to insist. To urge is to like to plead or to ask for, okay? So urge is not to force somebody, all right? Okay, so any other words in here? that are confusing or need to know about? No, everybody good? So, okay. And let's see. Hey, Chris. Hello, Chris. Chris.
Hello. Hi.
Hello. Hi, Chris. How are you? Chris, were you in my class? Weren't you in my class yesterday or something, or the other day?
No. I'm a freshman about this.
Okay, good. Where are you from, Chris? Nisha Jonggoran?
Yeah. I'm
Okay.
from China.
Ah,
I live in Shanghai.
Shanghai. Ah, 你是
Yeah.
到上海话 know how they way 你是上海人
No. Actually, I'm not born in Shanghai, but
okay.
you sound known. It's actually the Shanghai people side.
Yeah, I speak a little bit of Shanghaiwa, but not much. Not much. But anyway, well, welcome. We should be speaking English here, but welcome to Verbling. Okay, this is a really good
Thank you.
site where you can. You're welcome. You're welcome. Oh, and Happy New Year. Happy New Year. So good. Good. Yes.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. So, what are you in the Chinese calendar? I'm a Jew. What's your Jew? You know, Jew, a pig. So, what are you in the Chinese calendar, Chris? Are you a horse?
Sorry. I'm not clearly.
It's okay.
Pardon, please.
What are you in the Chinese calendar? Go, G, you know.
Tiger.
Cat, dog, dragon, tiger.
I know. I know what you mean. I'm snake.
Snake. Okay, well, good. Well, good for you. Well, welcome to class. What we're doing. Whoa, he left. Snake got out. Oh my gosh, he snaked out of here. Louisa's a dog. Good. Dog is a good one to have, or a good one to be. Okay, so good. And also a cow is actually good. Oh, and Maha is a snake. Uh-oh. I knew it. I just knew it, Maha. Just kidding, Maha. So good. So let's continue on here. Man, why Sergey, is that right?
Yeah.
Sergey. Go ahead, Sergey.
Appropriate process. Tesco became the latest firm to announce it was dropping French food supplier Comegel after DNA tests on the frozen bolognese were known. The supermarket giant took the spaghetti bolognese off the shelves when it found out it came from the same factory as Findus beef lasagna. Also at the center of the horsemeat controversy. Tesco said the level of contamination suggested Comegel was not following the appropriate production process. Tesco Group Technical Director Tim Smith said, "We are very sorry that we have let customers down."
Wow, that's really great. Thank you, Tim. I mean, come on. Oh, we're so sorry we let you down. You know, I'm saying,
poison on you.
what an idiot. So okay, so like was pointed out earlier, we talked about process, convoluted process. So the whole problem here is that the process is not working, whatever they have in here. Yes, so Sienna, what controversy is let's say like Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise, if they became lovers, that would be controversy. Okay, people would be talking about that. Okay, and they might be, which is nothing wrong with that. Okay, yeah. But that would be controversy. So the controversy here is just over the fact that they were serving that they were serving horse meat to everybody. Sometimes at 100% of the content. Crazy stuff. So
Bret,
go
tell me
ahead,
please,
folks.
what's mean appropriate? Appropriate.
Yeah, so to appropriate. Yeah, so not following the okay, yeah. So again, you know how we were talking earlier about how things can be a noun, verb, and so forth, okay? So now this is the appropriate production process, which means the proper production process, okay? I mean following by the rules, okay? All right. So this one, appropriate now, talks about the production process. Okay. So now that becomes an adjective. All right. And then here's how crazy some of these words can get. Okay. So, okay, let me show you in here. And don't worry, folks. This I think I pegged this as an advanced level. Okay. And don't worry, I'm not getting you off on a tangent, but I'd like to show you just the difference in the way that words can change, okay? All right, so this one, look at this. This just makes you sick to your stomach, doesn't it? Okay? Because what happens here is as an adjective, appropriate, I'm sorry, even I'm getting messed up, appropriate. And then as a verb, appropriate. See that? See how it changes? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So, yep. And in this one again, this is an adjective because it's the appropriate production process, as opposed to if it's appropriate. Okay. The legislator appropriated. Okay. Legislator. Well, let's see here. So the whatever this is, the ADS or whatever it is, appropriated the process. Okay. So I'm not trying to, I'm just trying to make sure that you understand how words can do this, how they can not only change the type that they are, their meaning of course, all right, but also how the way that you say it, okay? So yeah. Good. And I know I'm over explaining things, but I hope you're learning about along the way. Okay, anybody else? Okay. All right, so gosh, you have to love Tim. Oh, contamination. Yeah, so the word contamination, what that means is if you have something that is a process that's sterile, that's okay, all right, and then you introduce something foreign to it, it's contaminated, all right? So in this process, you had beef, okay, that came from cattle. Everything's fine. The contaminant that you added to it was horse meat because it's not supposed to be there, okay? So that's the contamination that they have, the level of contamination, how much horse meat was added to the process that made it contaminated. Pollution, yes. So pollution, you know, like you have with factories. What's that?
Yeah, I know, but it's the same with contamination.
So contamination, so you can pollute something with contaminants. Yes. Yep. So yeah. And it's just there's still slight differences, just to let you know, okay? But very much the same, okay? When you contaminate something, you pollute it as well. You can say you pollute it, all right? So okay. Good, yeah. Good. Okay, and let's see here. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm still amazed at this guy, you know, like how could you come on? We're so sorry that we let our customers down. I mean, can't you think of something better? You know, what an idiot. Yeah, it's like there's no shame anymore. You know, it's just anyway. I'm sorry, folks. And by the way, actually, I rarely eat beef. Okay, I don't eat chicken anymore. I don't eat pork. You know, I just eat fish. And yeah, I'm still pretty fat because of it. I don't even eat sugar. But yeah, just to kind of get rid of some of the stuff that's in there. You know, you'll do that once you get older. Once you hit past 40, you need to. Okay, Frankie. Go ahead, Frankie. Can you read
the Bolognese? Yeah, the Bolognese was also tested for the veterinary drug phenylbutazone, as animals treated with but are not allowed to enter the food chain. The results were clear. On Wednesday, the EU Health Commissioner Tonio Borrog and the other European minister will meet in Brussels to consider the impact of the horsemeat scandal. The meeting was called by the Irish Republic, which currently holds the EU presidency. Irish Agriculture Minister Simon Coveney said the summit will discuss whatever step may be necessary at EU level to comprehensively address this matter.
Okay, so European Union, that's the
Yeah.
EU. Okay, European Union. And so this drug here, okay, so I guess they call it bute for short. So they must treat
Yeah.
horses with this, and they don't treat cattle with it. So now this is getting into your system as well. Okay. Okay. So how does that feel, guys? Okay. Doesn't it make you want to start eating like I do? Anyway, I'm just kidding. And by the way, I still eat. I'm going to tell you, it's almost 7 o'clock my time. I still do eat beef every once in a while. I just keep it out of the house. I'm going to probably go eat Korean barbecue tonight, and I don't know where they get that meat from. I might be eating straight horse meat. I don't know. And I'm not making fun of Koreans either. Gosh, sometimes I worry so much that people are going to think I'm saying something bad. Yeah, let's see if we can finish this up. Let's see here. So, let's see. Yeah, I think everybody's read. Guillermo?
Yes.
Okay, can you read a little bit more? We're on the Irish agriculture.
Irish Agriculture Minister Simon Coveney said the summit will discuss whatever steps may be necessary at the EU level to comprehensively address this matter. One proposal they will discuss is to make a label of origin obligatory for processed meat, just as it is for unprocessed meat. French anti-fraud inspectors have been at the Comigel headquarters in Metz, northeast France. Investigators were also at the offices of importer Espanguero in the south of France, which bought the meat to France from Romania via several other countries and agents. After Espanguero, the meat then went to a Comigel factory in Luxembourg, which made ready meals for Findus and retailers in 16 countries.
Okay,
Romania.
good. No, that's good. Yep. So, guys, we're getting close towards the end of class. Any other thoughts? Just go ahead. Feel free to speak up. Okay, and again, remember the central point of this is the process. The process broke down. It's a convoluted process. It's not regulated properly, okay? So it's a difficult process, not easy to follow, and that's why this could slide in there. The meat was contaminated. So go ahead, guys. What else? Anyone, feel free. It's all right.
Yeah, there's a word in the last part of the article, the abattoirs. It looks like it's a French imported word. I'm looking in the dictionary, and in the last part of the article.
Abattoirs.
It'll be a little bit below that. If you go one line after that, it says abattoirs as beef.
Yeah, I don't know. Here, let's see if we can pull that up. Public slaughterhouse for cattle. Okay. Yeah, for wrongly described. So they're saying their slaughterhouse, that's where you process the meat. So they're saying, we weren't responsible for the horse meat coming from our slaughterhouse. So what do you do? Like, don't you have these like these raw horses that are showing up there? I mean, it just can't you tell the difference between a slice of horse and anyway, you know. So keep in mind that towards the end of his life, Einstein became a vegetarian. You know.
Oh,
so yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, and I think, and look, folks, I'm not saying that everybody should become a vegetarian, but you know, we might be getting towards that point when we look at all of the stuff that is put out from animal production. The U.S. is just crazy. It's terrible, and what we're doing now. Right. In the mass production of it, because of the mass production of it, we feed them all these different hormones, and we also feed them we feed them antibiotics because everything's all scrunched together, okay? And if you put human beings all scrunched together, you have to give them antibiotics as well. Then that seeps into your system. Anyway, I'm going off on a tangent, okay? I mean, you guys can look at me. I'm not the healthiest guy in the world. I'm not going to lie to you about that, okay? So, I mean, come on, it's just the way it is. But you know, I do try to change my diet to fit that. But anyway, so hey guys, listen, great class. A lot of you are new. Glad to have you, okay? Very, very good to have you in class, okay? I hope to see you in class again, all right? And just continue working on